Watch this! Wind blade! Catch the wind. Fascinating. Catch the wind. Freeze!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Don't get frostbite!
Nice and spicy!
Wind blade!
mages just now? Were they trying to ambush?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of...
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot, too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the... One cannot discover the truth behind it through, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting goosebumps.
All right, we shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's get...
Surrendering will be gentle.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this! What's the hurry? Push your luck. Cool it.
Hip. 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 Hip.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
You're toast!
Wind blade! Dodge this!
Hip.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around... Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too.
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots, but
Branches?
both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh, speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Conria was... Huh? You have memories of being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years...
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Conria. Am I...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed?
I probably know more about Conria than both of you. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by God.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as...
It's more ruin guards and abyss. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across the land.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So...
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Nice and spicy.
I'm a bit rusty. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
I knew I should have stayed home.
Dodge this! Cool it! Don't push your cup! Dodge this!
Boba, get them!
I'm getting tired of this game. Don't get frostbite. Cool it! What's the hurry? This doesn't look good.
Race you!
this. Oh, so sorry.
My.
Nice and spicy.
Disappear! Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
I have some for you too. Going out is tiring.
Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this! Wind blade! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Looks like I got carried away.
Dodge this! Cool it! Freeze! What's the hurt? Dodge this! With the wind! Freeze! Oh, I'm so sorry. Dodge this!
Huh? This abyss mage dropped a talisman. Could it be a
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather...
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this. So Dane, what message does this talisman...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts...
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Tip, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sight. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of the talisman, they won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask...
The cathedral?
Huh? What's the matter, Dave?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much...
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though, does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything back, and actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you to...
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result, I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now. Oh, that's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss.
Do you need anything to do? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre de Hermel again, we cannot.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first...
What's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night, with nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course.
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon, Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside. It's...
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No.
The Tyrant's Final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as many, many years ago. There was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on... Right! Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hear...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the storm terror.
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it...
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among them. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what... Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to...
Then I will go...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the...
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal...
What's the hurry?
I won't order this yet.
I see. Has the Abyss Order... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin?
No, that's unlike Osile, who was just suppressed. Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the...
Cool it! Windblade!
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in...
closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any... Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less like... There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my... You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Even if the god in question is your sworn...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebear, I will tell you one final...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to...
Up, there we go. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going up... But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the animals.
Regardless, whether the reason behind the Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus, this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Okay, be careful.
Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your... If you serve us, we can restore your divine... Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is the...
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us. Before the abyss. Decimate!
Nice and spicy.
Freeze! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
I'm the frying pan.
Cool it!
Eat this!
Give a roar!
Don't miss your luck!
Nice and spicy.
Dodge this!
Me new life!
Get them!
The end is nigh.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Nice and spicy.
The end is nigh.
Come a little closer.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Boba, get them!
Dodge this!
Let's spark things up a little.
Freeze!
Nice and spicy.
This shall rise once again.
Right. Dodge this! With the wind!
The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined no matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our correct...
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came. Just...
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my presence, but still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rule. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws, you smell danger and came...
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf Guide. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there wasn't, it entered into my proving ground by accident, and I met, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks, before it fell to the ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came out. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big help. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking.
yes, I smell more. You too. Also.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Cool it! Windblade! Yeah! What's the hurry?
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the... After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of old... Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So they came...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget...
Watch the wind.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elementals. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by... Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the Ruin Guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability...
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the 7! As well, good thing we didn't tell Bart.
Do the 7 really expect me to help them look after what Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
Wish me luck.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. And something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption, then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Don't push your luck.
Windblade!
Freeze! Don't push your luck. Cool it! Freeze! Ah!
Yeah!
What's the hurry?
Windblade!
Freeze! What's the hurry? Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Resistance is
Disappear!
will come.
Freeze!
The end is nigh.
Dodge this!
All life will perish. All life will perish. Surging tide.
Freeze!
The end will come. The end is
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a...
Oh, so sorry.
The world will fall.
Dodge this.
The world
With the wind!
Freeze.
end. Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was... And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to... I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh, that's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? Oh, well then... off, that Abyss Herald called your sister... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be next thing? Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy. But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies also? How come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler, let's go.